Hey guys!
What's up? What's up? Back again after what is it? I don't know how long, but markets were just too boring to actually say something about it. We of course kept you guys up to date in the chats. So that social media was dead doesn't mean that our Telegram was dead. So I would actually guys recommend you to check our link in the description down below to join the Telegram if you are not joined there already. And yeah, guys. Enjoy the video, enjoy Z Pump. Hope you guys are happy as we are, the Trump one. And yeah, I think the markets are reflecting to that win, right?
Yeah, what do you think drove the price like this? Like, what is Trump gonna bring to the crypto market these 4 years?
I think it's not only what he's going to bring to the crypto market, but of course he's going to bring a lot, but also to the whole economy, right? To the whole world economy. So. To just start off, I mean, to the crypto market, one thing he's bringing is proper regulation, and I'm talking about not a Gary Gensler type regulation that he's just suing everyone. No, I'm talking about bringing the right people to regulate the market so that a lot of people get access to the markets, as well as creating, of course, a Bitcoin reserve strategy, which that's what the senator said. Of I don't know which from which county it was, but. There is a Bitcoin reserve coming, and you can bet your ass that if the US actually follows through on that, that half of the other world will just fucking follow that. And I'm telling you, the fucking Germans, they are fucking dying because they sold every fucking single Bitcoin they had, they sold it at 54k, basically missing on a 2 billion profit now. So yeah, Germans are sucking whatever they are sucking, schnitzels or whatever, or bratwurst or whatever the fuck they suck.
I like it.
Yeah, and they will be buying back if they ever want. If they want to buy back, they will be buying back much higher.
But it won't be in the early adoption phase, and yeah, I think they're gonna be sidelined.
Yeah,
it was just the money they got back from hackers and.
Yeah, the early adoption phase that was for governments that should have been like 4 years ago. Now it's just trying to catch up the train. You know what I mean?
El Salvador MicroStrategy.
Exactly. Those you could indeed consider like early adapters.
Yeah. And what do you think about like these terms? These types of pumps. Like we saw some new behavior back in the summer.
Yep.
It's like unnatural behavior in pumps. It's like we go up like 4 or 5k without ever testing back. Mm-hmm. And okay, you can have that in a bull market, but so early in the bull market, what drives this price? Like you say ETFs or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So indeed, what drove this sort of price action, and it actually started here, right? Because I mean, I remember it as if it was yesterday. It started here, and that's where the ETF got launched, and then we got all this whole crazy price action, which led to this sort of boring summer chop-ish. But one thing is for sure, and this has to be said, we have been very, very vocal about this pattern, right? We have been very, very open about this, that this was a descending, broadening wedge. People were saying, oh, bull flag, whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, bullish is bullish. But look at this beauty. It just 16% on the fucking weekly already. You know, it's insane. It's insane, and that's Bitcoin, by the way. Yeah, and I'm gonna say it once again, and this is for the people watching the video, of course. Don't panic. Don't panic sell. Don't be impatient. You know, I know if your bag is not pumping, and I'm talking for the guys who are talking about Gamercoin, etc., which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Realio
FUD, etc. Don't panic. There's no need to panic because you can see already. I don't know. Can you put Realio real quick?
Sure.
Today is already like 10% or something.
Yeah, but it dropped down significantly here. or of
Yeah,
course,
exactly.
to a 50 cent mark, and also here to like a 63
Yeah.
cent mark.
Exactly.
And it was under my support and resistance level
Level.
I drew here.
Yeah.
So it could be worrying, but looking at the market, looking at the community, look at what they were saying, I wasn't convinced at all that it was the end. There was nothing significantly bad going on.
Nothing.
It's like an inflation that's less than the dollar or the euro.
Yeah, no, here, like, it was indeed caused by just a few nodes that wanted to get more profitability out of the nodes, just because otherwise it would get, running a node would be just running loss every time. And now basically the inflation, instead of being 500k real tokens, is just 2 million tokens a year, which is, yes, I know it's a 3 times increase, but come on, if you check the volume that Realio has, that can be solved literally within a day, easily, like absolutely
Yeah.
easily.
And we have more historical data on this chart, but I'm not going to show you this chart
Yeah,
because
no,
it's too exclusive.
That one is exclusive.
But you do see here actually 3 times, if you have the historical data, a double bottom with a higher low structure.
Yeah.
So nothing weird going on actually.
No.
Just respecting the pattern very beautifully. So there's nothing to worry about.
Absolutely nothing. And it is what Robin just said, right? It's the exact same pattern, just that here is a bit shorter than here in terms of time frame. And in terms of explosivity, I think that this Q4, we're going to see Realio here moving quite fast here, especially with all the Q4 points that they're having, right? Land rush, landmine, token burns, all of that stuff coming on this month. Even the Freehold wallet, they're launching on Solana as well. It's just going to be a full-on packed quarter for the Realio team.
You think we can see something like this, like a pump like this happening?
Absolutely. I think we're gonna see it. I think, to be honest, we're gonna see it, and we are actually. If you look TA-wise, we are here. We are here, and that's what potentially this could be, right? Because Reality then also had some FUD here, and then look at what ended up happening. And let's be honest, guys, this was where we started buying the coin. This is where I was telling you guys to buy. So it was right over here.
You can watch the YouTube video back. It's like one of our first videos. It's like
actually, yes, it was.
Like a year ago.
Yeah, it was around this time indeed.
Yep.
So, guys, I would really pay close attention, and something you guys also, as Robin said, when you go and check the historical chart, do this, okay? Check what happened from end 2022 to March 2023. We got 22x price action. Then from end 2023 to March 2024, we got a 33x in price action. I'm not saying we're gonna get a 44x price action. I'm just saying that if historically repeats or just reheims, then we might likely see just a 10x, 20x, or who knows, 30, 40x. Especially also what Robin is bringing out. If this was to be the reversal of the Bitcoin dominance, I think we could be in for a huge treat.
This was so fucking boring, this period.
Yes.
Months and months of 58. It's like, okay, yeah, 60, is it gonna happen? You said it like a year ago. When the fuck is it gonna happen, right? People are became very impatient, which is very logical.
Yeah.
But here you see the first, definitely, maybe a trend shift already here at the 60 mark. Almost to 61%. So that's good for the market as well. And you see here, I'm not saying it's exactly this pattern, but you do see the trend changing here with a perfect bounce on this support level, also the bull market support band, which is this is the chart of the entire crypto market, right?
Yes.
A beautiful breakout, and as we saw here, it landed on this line. I shared it in the group in multiple groups, also in the WhatsApp groups. Yeah, and just what you're gonna see now is more explosive breakout.
Yeah.
It definitely there was a precursor, so this was gonna happen.
Yeah, and to be honest, now it's just follow through. Now we're at equal heights with this zone over here. Now, and then to be honest, what we should look at after that is we're gonna get this over here. We're gonna get right like so. I think I got it. Yeah. So this is the zone where we should look at, and even then, right, guys, if we just pull then the monthly, you can see here a beautiful cup and handle.
Wow.
And this is a beautiful cup and handle. This being, of course, the top, and this is, or even actually not even cup and handle, but inverse head and shoulders as well.
Yeah.
So it's bullishness on top of bullishness. So yeah, to be honest, not really much to add here. Besides that, it's just bullish overall.
Yeah, and just multiple months of like continuing the upward trend and staying above the bull market support band is what you can expect here. And every time you come close, you bounce back, right? So
Yep.
don't be scared, and yeah, just look at a bigger trend.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this is what we also
Oh my
stated multiple
God,
times.
that's a nasty one.
It's a double top structure, and like giving us fake signals. Oh, we lost this trend here, and okay, we're now gonna go to the low instantly, right? And that didn't happen because it always makes you very doubtful.
Yes.
When a trend changes, you start to be very doubtful at first, and then with a definite breakout, like Bitcoin almost at 80K, isn't that convincing? Right, that is convincing. Okay, I changed my bias. And that's what happened here. It's like a double top, and you see, people were waiting, people were sidelined, but they were very excited to jump back in.
Exactly.
And they just needed one big catalyst, as we say often.
Yeah.
And that was the presidential election.
That was the presidential election indeed. I mean, the whole markets were just waiting for that, to be honest. But you can see, guys, I mean, look at this. The moment we touch this, which is, just by looking at it, we can tell already that's going to happen pretty fucking soon. And this is the first potential bounce area that we're going to get.
Yeah.
Now, after this, guys, now look at this.
I will pull it up for you.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
Yep.
It's literally just...
It's this trend line.
Yeah.
This will also be touched. But after that, there's nothing. And I think we will go lower than this trend line.
Yeah. To be honest, it's just the most logical... yeah, we're gonna touch... Can you put the logarithmic scale back?
Yeah, sure.
Sir. Camera's there. So, just to look at it real quick, here, this is the first step. Now, once we get this first step done, then we're gonna start grabbing liquidity points here. Now, this one is the next liquidity point.
Yep, which is very low.
Exactly.
Low 3%.
So this is, and then to have the grand finale for liquidity, it's this.
Yeah. And people think it's not gonna happen, right?
People think
always
it's not
oh,
gonna
it's
happen.
pretty much, it's too low, right?
Yeah.
But why would you stay sidelined when you have like 10,000 USDT dollars in your account on Binance? Are you gonna be sidelined when everything is pumping like 20% every day?
Yeah.
People are very excited to jump back in.
People
So,
are indeed very excited. And just to check, by the way, the last time we got something like this, we went from top to bottom minus 60%.
Even lower, 60%. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we check now, since bull market started, which is somewhere around here, what are we now? 45%.
Yep.
Now here we are at 56%. So potentially speaking, yeah, this zone here, it's absolutely achievable.
Yeah, it's not an absurdity at all. So
Exactly. So, and you could actually see on that weekly candle of USDT market cap, you can see already the price or the market cap effect that it had in the overall market, which is quite insane if you ask me.
yeah. And just quick touch on ETH, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had this fair value gap that was open for months and months, and that's because the ETH Bitcoin pair was very cyclical. So Bitcoin always dominates ETH in the bear cycle or in the early bull cycles, and at the end of the cycle you see ETH outperforming.
Yeah.
And I think there's a trend shift happening because here we see a very big candle and the ETH Bitcoin pair reverting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, be sure to watch on that. And if you have Bitcoin, I saw Cohen also doing that. Shift some of your Bitcoin to ETH or Solana if you have bigger market caps in your portfolio, because that is currently the phase of the market where ETH is going to outperform Bitcoin more and more. However, we do see a lot of buying pressure now because of the ETFs.
Yeah.
But that's the bigger trend we are seeing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same for Solana, right? And other bigger projects, bigger altcoins,
Yes.
such as like Sui. You see a clear trend shift. It's already happening. The bigger scandals here, of the higher market caps, and then when people are very convicted, altcoins start to pump, and that's gonna be very soon.
Very soon indeed. Very soon.
Quick touch on Pano. You don't have any exposure anymore in Pano, right?
No,
Or
at the moment
like a little
not. A little bit, not the same as I used to have.
Yeah, so it's just a very long accumulation phase, and that's because like there are not a lot of marketing incentives, and there was also no big catalyst, and Bitcoin was not performing well. So it's very logical when you see this. We don't see any loss of the trend. I still
No.
have some Pano, like less, like 40% of what I used to have, and I put it in other altcoins because yeah, we have to stay rational.
Yeah. And then you can show one of the altcoins where we put it, which is Argo coin.
Yes, sir.
And the Argo coin, guys, I told you to buy at around literally this price over here. And look at this. Let's just, because I notified you guys at around 15 to 16. And look at it now. Bomboklat.
Yep. And even higher like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I mean, I bought at the other time. I bought a lot. Then sold more panel and bought even more. And to be honest, I'm happy with that choice. At the end of the day, don't marry your bags, right? At the end of the day, you just need to keep moving. And these guys are moving forward. AI is just more of a stronger narrative than what gaming is. And that's why, guys, I'm telling you also regarding GHX, do not panic sell. You can sell, of course, that's up to you. I'm not going to force you or anything. But guys, don't panic sell and just move where the market is moving. And this time, where it's moving, it's real world assets, AI, decentralized finance, as in decentralized financial infrastructure, which is DEPIN, and of course memes. But I'm not touching memes.
Bro, is this real? The market cap? We saw it at like 10 million market cap, right?
Yeah.
Fuck?
Well, apparently no.
83.
83
Oh, so
million.
sorry, there's the market cap here.
Yeah.
What do you think like the market cap is now?
Oh yeah, that's the FDV. You need to go to in the deck screener, but I think a market cap at the moment is like 30 million, 20 million, something like this.
So still, would you have an entry if you were sidelined?
I mean, definitely. I mean, we're still 4x away from all-time high, so there's definitely a lot of room for improvement, and we can grow, of course, super fast. And by the way, the CoinGecko data is just so shit. So of course, every project out there has a problem with CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, especially when they go through token burns, etc. It just takes them so fucking long to update the information. And by the way, also guys, for you people who do not buy on exchanges and buy on decentralized exchanges, Argo coin is coming to Ethereum network, and they're going to deprecate the Polygon network one. So potentially, what you could do is just buy on MXC, which is something I do not recommend, but at the moment I have it also at the MXC, and I'm just keeping it there for the meantime.
Yeah.
And whenever the bridge is open for ETH, I'm just gonna start bridging and bringing it to the ledger, as I have fucking everything on the ledger. I just do not trust exchanges.
So if you look at on-chain data, the most trending narratives currently, you have the top one is of course memes, but you can't really take it seriously because we look at utility.
Exactly.
The top two, that is AI. So you definitely want a very convincing AI project.
AI, real world assets, and DePIN, decentralized financial infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay. The sleeping giant.
The sleeping giant, indeed.
Our favorite.
This is going to be a
GHX.
By the way, if you zoom in on the daily, by the way, just there, on that side. Oh, by the way, I have to put the mouse here. But here, you can see also a little cute inverse head and shoulders. You know, just here trying to break out. But I'm gonna give you the honors and indeed try to explain them what you wanted to explain. Yeah.
So what we do here is definitely a trend in the chart. And what do we see here? So we see a very long, boring phase where you don't have to touch a trend line every time, but we don't go above this trend line, right? And you see being hit like multiple times, and people get very bored, right? They just want hype, they want fast movements.
That's great.
And these movements are like nothing is happening according to the volume and the price action, and then everything is happening. It's very explosive. It cannot be stopped, and you see like a 20-30x printing. But before we see that, we see a bit of a scare off here.
Yeah.
Because then you break this trend line, but the market is not ready yet. It's not interesting yet. There's no retail yet. So what we do, we bounce back, right? And we even lose this trend line when there's uncertainty in the market. And altcoins, this is a very small altcoin. So what happens? You go underneath this trend line. But what happens again? You have the structure, the lower high, the higher, the higher lows,
Higher low, yeah.
and then you bounce back on these higher lows, and then you see the definite breakout. And the summers before the summer seasonality, so the Q1 seasonality, you have a beautiful breakout, and that's what we're gonna see here again. Okay, we had this trend line being respected, and then all of a sudden everyone texts me in the quotum chats like, "What's happening here? Everyone, what's happening? What's happening here?" And then again with this structure, we bounce back, and that's what we're gonna see now. It's a beautiful breakout, and then people forgot how explosive it was because their attention span is not that long. But if you remember, Tabuko, it went very fast for us.
It went very fast because, to be honest with you guys, we bought at around this zone over here. I remember because I was playing fucking Warzone, so don't judge me, guys. I was buying here, and I was telling Robin, "Hey, bro, you need to fucking buy now." And then the moment we bought, we also guys told you directly because the price action was just too fucking crazy. And then all of a sudden, this started to go up and 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 up. And that all came, as Robin just told you guys, from this long accumulation period. And let's be honest, guys, I've been checking a lot of charts, and you can do it too. All of the altcoins, or majority of the altcoins, started pumping at the beginning of 2023. They started like going up and up and up and up and up, right? While GHX was just going down, 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 and down. But then what happened? It went sideways. And after that sideways, we got this massive monster run of fucking almost 65x. Right? Now, and that came all from this long accumulation period. Now, as Robin has marked out here, this is the former all-time high.
Yes, sir.
There you go. And this is the goal. Now, once we get there, of course, me personally, I will either have already 20% left of the bag, or I'm just gonna dump everything there because I don't want to know anything about it. By then, I can buy literally 2 houses. So we just need to get the fuck out of the markets. But as Robin has it marked out, from here, guys, we just need to absolutely fuck off. And
that's cute. 13x.
13x.
We did a 65x. Why not a 13x?
Exactly. And
market cap still low.
And if you also count it out from where we bought, which was at around here, this was already a cute
go up, go
15x.
Now extend it to the all-time high.
To the all-time high.
Let's see. Yep.
Then you're going to have a total of 60x.
Yeah, let's say
55x or whatever.
What would be the target?
Yeah, for me all-time high. For me former all-time high.
Yeah, sure. Alright, probably early right. We will discuss selling strategies later.
Yes.
Not today.
And this is a accumulation pattern, guys. We have the downtrend, accumulation, and then pump.
But yeah, let's just sell your bags. It's too slow. Buy meme coins from this bag.
Yeah.
Actually, it's better.
Yeah, go buy dinosaur coins like XRP, for example.
People are focusing on utility again.
Yeah.
They're gone.
And then this is actual utility. So.
Yep.
That's our 2 cents of an opinion, guys.
Yep. Okay, that was it for me.
Yeah, same here. I don't have anything else to add, to be honest, on this one. Well, we want to say one thing, right?
Say
which is, guys, January, we're going to open up officially our VIP, which will be another group, another Telegram group where you guys can join. And we're still going to mention the prices, of course, and everything, but the main things that you will see in that VIP is the same content that you see here, of course, but more value, as in indicators. You're going to see exit strategies. You're going to see on-chain. You're going to see risk metrics, risk strategies, exits, and all of that. So everything what we have been cooking for the past 3 months internally, you're going to see it back in that VIP.
And okay, the hardest part is it's not the bear market. It's not holding in the bear market. That can be tough, but the hardest part is taking profits and do it in a rational way where you do have a lot of profits, but you're not too late, right? And that is the hardest skill. People forget that. It's like, why should I join a group, right? I am already making a lot of money, but you haven't realized the gains yet, and that's where we focused on for the past 3 years, and we built behind the screens. And that's what we want to show you guys. So you definitely want to take profits, and we do want you guys to take profits as well. So be sure to look out for that. But that's the most important part. Not every flash indicator, but really instead of unrealized gains, make the realized gains.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the announcement basically, right? That's the announcement. Yeah, what else should we touch on? I think we touched upon everything basically.
Yep.
I think now, guys, the best thing you can do is what you were doing already for the past 2-3 months, which is just sit on your hands. Check for the coins you have. If you don't have the same the ones as we do, just make sure you check their Twitter, check the community, check the sentiment. It's always super crucial because it can change overnight. Actually, within 2 minutes it can change. So yeah, make sure you're active. Make sure you just check. And guys, enjoy the ride, and see you the next one.
Bless. Later, guys.
Bye bye.